Hello, happy Tuesday. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Matilda, and I'm here streaming City Skylines every week, every Tuesday. I also want to send an extra welcome to all the new subscribers we got this week. I'm super excited. I'm so happy that a lot of you are actually choosing to join me in my little corner of YouTube. I'm super happy about that. And I'm especially happy since I've just set up a new goal. And the goal is that when we reach 200 subscribers, the next DLC for Origin and City Skylines unlocks. So that's super exciting. Um, Consider subscribing to the channel if you are not yet, if you like this type of content. And also don't forget to like the stream. A dislike is very welcome as well. Just don't forget to shoot me a comment and tell me why. So here is our channel district that we did last week, or we started it. We didn't finish, but we made some good progress, and it is turning out to be a very pretty district, which I'm super happy and excited about. However, the downside to it is what happened on the other side of it, because we had to bring this district down a few levels to reach lower levels in order for the canals to look good, which created a very awkward space in between the canal district and the campus area. And at first I thought I would just smoothen this hillside out to make yeah, some sort of huge green space. However, the awkward thing about the space is that in order for me to smoothen it, I basically have to create one big hill, which seems, I don't know, it's gotta be a huge green space. I do want to create some sort of green space, some sort of park area, because I also got that suggestion in the chat, and I thought it was a great idea. However, I do think that I'm actually gonna try to, instead of smoothing things out and try to hide the cliff, I am actually gonna try to embrace uh, this awkward hill and try to take advantage of it to create different types of or different heights, different levels. So the plan is to make this middle part here like an open area, maybe some parks, maybe some smaller commercial assets even, and that's going to be open. So in that park area, uh, they will have a view over the canals, and then on each side I'm gonna make some very hilly, uh, like residential clusters is the plan, almost like they are built into the mountain. So that's the plan. So we'll see how that goes. First and foremost, I need to extend this district. I know it's called Calico Canals, but this is such a small area, so even if we don't have any canals up here, I'm making it a part of that district anyway, just so we can get the green district specialization. We don't want to be a part of the campus district though. Here we go. Okay, so I'm actually thinking of disconnecting this one and Where do we have the tree lines? Where are you? Hello, there you are. Is this the one? All right, this doesn't have any bicycle lanes. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. So I'm thinking I might just curve this one up. However, do I dare connect these two? That's going to create some major traffic issues, I believe. But maybe I'll just have to live with that. Hopefully it'll settle down. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it just to know where the road is heading off to. Jade, hello, lovely. Welcome in. How's your Tuesday going? So I want kind of a smooth curve up there. No, really? Dang it. Maybe like so. Yes, okay, that works. And I'm guessing this creates some, yes. We're gonna remove traffic lights, and we're also gonna make sure that the pretty pink trees go all the way. So, and yeah, I'm a little worried about this junction, but hopefully it'll work. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Aw, Lily's unwell. Sorry. That doesn't sound fun at all. It's so hard when like small kids and animals uh is not well because they can't really communicate in the way that we might wish they could. So yeah, that makes it even harder because we can't always figure out like why they're unwell. Thinking here. Okay, so maybe go with somewhere around here and carve out a big chunk of land here. I'm also keeping an eye on the traffic, just cause. So maybe something. I'm gonna try to carve out a bigger area than I actually need, and then I'm gonna make some super harsh terraforming actually to make the buildings almost like a part of the mountain. First, I need to slope for the road here. See if we can make some things happen. Are you gonna see the vet, Jade? Or are you hoping that it's something that will just fix itself, so to speak? So this is gonna be quite the harsh curve, but let's see, maybe I'll just extend this for a little bit and then Will that help? Hardly. Something like that. However, I need to do some better sloping if I can. I'm not at all sure this will work out, but I'm sure gonna try. Sure gonna try. I found this here. Can we do something about that maybe? Or no? Or, I mean, it's steep, but they're going up in the mountains, so maybe it makes sense. Can we smoothen things out after? Maybe. Just to the sides there? I guess that's fine. Okay. So, they're gonna need, oh, they already have water. Awesome. They're also gonna need electricity, but we'll figure that one out later. I'm not really happy how the zoning went here though, so maybe I'll need to fix this as well. Nope. I want to get bigger. Let's see. Possibly. It's usually a vet visit if this kind of thing lasts 48 hours plus. So we'll see, I guess. Aw. I hope she recovers soon. It's no fun either having to worry. It takes a lot of um, energy and effort and whatnot. Okay, so I'm gonna let those grow in. So when they are fully grown, I can. This was what I was afraid of. Okay. Anyway, when these have grown in, I can then terraform the mountain back again to be like right up to the buildings in the back. So we'll see how that works out. I also need a few more office buildings here. I think we got a little bit of demand, also a little bit of commercial. Not sure where to put those because I'm not really sure how far this district is going to end here. Probably that probably makes sense. So let's make sure. Can we? we get electricity from here? Maybe here? Yeah, that's gonna have to work out. I'm gonna put you there for now. And they turn up too fancy up here. Oh well. And I'm thinking I'm also gonna cover, or not cover, but I'm gonna make this really like almost foresty. Farther all the way up here. Yeah, yeah. Is that all of them? Yes, they are. Okay, good. Good, good, good. This a bit to here, maybe. Okay, so then I'll terraform this back. Hopefully, they will stay put so they don't disappear on me. Maybe something like that. Can go even further, I think. I'm gonna make this really harsh. Something like that, and then we can cover this up with a lot of overgrowth. This is green cities after all, so we're gonna make it green. We have a smaller one of those super dense overgrown thingies. Yes, maybe something like that, and then we can also put more live oaks in here, so they are almost overgrown themselves. Buildings. I think that that'll work out. And then from there we need, oh, you love the canal area? Thank you. I'm super happy about it. And it's not even finished, you know, we have a lot of detailing to do. Also didn't pay attention to the offices some. Okay, so we need like a lower area from there, and that would be maybe middle this somewhere, or slide above middle, maybe. Be there, and let's see. So the middle part here is going to be some sort of park area, um, with views over the canals. It's going to be nice. Take out bigger chunk than I may need. Not sure though, but we'll see. Tricky part is gonna be to figure out the roads. So I think I'll have, if this road can continue up behind here, and then there can be a separate road going down here to the park, and then the road behind can lead on to another little cluster of residential over here maybe. But we have some steep hills to work with, so it's not going to be easy. Let's see, where can we have, maybe I just need to try and slow behind here, can I? Sort of, okay. Okay, that might work. And then we're gonna have the road come around here. To another area here. Maybe something like, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I just know that if I would have tried to smoothen everything out on this very awkward space, we would have ended up with probably a very smooth area, but also a very generic, very I'm not gonna say boring, but very much same, you know? Let's try and slow. Okay. Then also need to slow down to here from here. Wonder how that's gonna work out. It can work. Okay, let's try it. Maybe just a little bit of smoothing first. Okay, so we'll continue with the tree line. Or maybe I just should turn off all the snapping. Or maybe not. Let's see if we can have this come here and then keep going up the hill here and behind here and to here maybe. And then, okay, we need to fix that. Can we just smooth that out? And then maybe take a, what are they called? Gravel road? Yeah, I mean, um, get something. So why did this happen? I mean, I terraformed it after the fact, so it shouldn't have. Oh well, it'll grow back. Okay, so up here, I feel like there's opportunity to create some sort of viewpoint, I guess. We can leave that there and do something fun with it later on, maybe. You're already going down here. Are you looking for criminals? You think they are hiding in the mountains? Yeah, guess that's a good bet. Okay. What type of park do we want up here? Ooh, tropical. Maybe. And maybe I know the yoga garden goes well with that aesthetic. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why are they always complaining about electricity? Did you get your switch time today? Yes, I did. Uh, my daughter Jenny and I are competing for the switch at the moment, but she went to a friend's house after school, so I took the opportunity to do my dailies. And then I told her when she got home, I said, you know what? You're free to have the switch all evening because I'm streaming today. So go right ahead. Um, yeah, we may push this road back towards here later, but we'll see. Can we put some commercial up here maybe? Like smaller ones, super small ones? Like, what are those, these ones? Oh, they're not small, they're 2 by 3. Okay. So maybe that could work. Maybe should we put them on the edge here? Maybe we can make some super small ones here. Let me do some more terraforming actually. So we got a little bit more room to work with. Not a lot, but not sure about how the green cities, how all the assets look or how they are spawned, but I'll try some things here, and then maybe one of these I'm thinking feels like there should be a cafe up here. Okay, so maybe we'll do this then. Maybe delete that and put a cafe and a little restroom. And then maybe a little play area for the kids. And then do we have, okay, so we have room here, maybe for this one. And we'll pick the gazebo, I think. Okay, so I don't actually want any stores here. I'd rather have, if at all possible, Definitely don't want a parking lot up here. So goodbye. Thank you for playing, but no thanks. Wow. This is what happens in Cities Skylines. As soon as you put a new asset down, it doesn't even really matter what type of asset, people come running. They're like, oh, we got new stuff in town. Maybe a car park. People sure like parking on their road. I know, I know. However, I feel like they'll probably park on the road as well, even if I put down a parking lot. And I would like to keep this, if I can, as green as possible. Nope. Maybe I'll have to split these into something smaller. I mean, it is cute. I'm not a fan of the pavement though. I'd rather have an asset without it, but I'm not sure I'll be able to. We'll experiment with those. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna push this back a bit. Yeah, I feel like sometimes they use the car parks you put down for them, and sometimes they don't. Oh, another thing. No. Uh, try that, and then I'm gonna try. What happens if I take one square, like a 1 by 1? And this is not the asset that I'm looking for. Anyway, I was thinking. I mean, this is tech. You know, this will settle though. As soon as they realize this is old news, they will calm down. But I'm thinking for for all the people that are going up here, for the people that live here, for all the people that are going to the parks and whatnot. This may be what I'm looking for. Anyway, I'm thinking they'll have to drive a long way to get up here because this is a long and curvy road to get up here. So I'm thinking, what if we introduce some cable cars? We can put a station down here by the little campus and park area we got going on down here because they will not get disturbed by the noise, and then can go uh, all across the mountainside here and maybe up here somewhere, and then we can do a path leading down here. They can get access to their homes for the residential cluster that is going over here. And these people, I guess they have to drive or walk. Yes, this was what I was looking for. And this is cute, and that's cute. And okay, that can stay for now. Is this 2 assets? Oh, wow. They look like they are one and the same, but I'm trying to stay away from the pavement. And ah, yeah, I'm not sure about this. It can stay for now, but I think you're in trouble, buddy. I think you are in trouble. Okay, so let's see if we can get the cable cars moving. So we have 2 stations. We have this one, which would go perfectly here, actually. We'll put you down and we'll turn you off for now while I'm figuring stuff out. Look at this. That's so cute. This is what we wanted. And another one there, please. We can make it 1x2 or 2x1. I'm not sure. Is it 1x2 or 2x1? Anywho. Yeah, okay. And then we can maybe make a little, let's see, we have to make sure they can still lie down. So maybe it, oh, that's right. We were gonna push the road back as well. Let's maybe do that first then. Okay. Give me tree line road, please. Thank you. And can we put it here then? Let's see, I think we need a bit more forming here in order for it to fit. Oh, that's a long. This one's good though because the actual line come from the side. But what happens if you put it here? Will it make this is loud? Okay. See more of this. Maybe adjust the road a little bit if we can. Can we fit it here? Maybe up there. I mean, if I'm gonna put it this way, I could. Might as well put this one, right? Yes. I think I will go with the smaller one and put it right here. Turn it off. And then there's just a matter of getting the path from here to down here. But yeah, no biggie. No biggie. Can we do some sort of sloping? Or do I have to bring them up this way, maybe? Maybe that makes more sense, actually. Or maybe not. Sure. JR, hello, welcome in. Good to see you. How did your mountain village turn out the other day? Let's see, I think we'll go with nature reserve, but we'll have to that's gonna be steep, so maybe I should bring them down the other way. Actually, try it. Can do a little bit more smoothing, maybe. I mean, it's still gonna be steep, but Let's see. I can even actually, hang on, let me pause this for a second while I remove the road. Sorry guys, hang on, you'll get your road back in a minute. Just gonna shorten this a bit. There we go. And then we have a little bit more room to work with pathing. Yeah, I think this will be better. Just have to make sure that the line can also go somewhere, but I think, I mean, it's still steep, but I think that's all right. It's obvious that it's a mountain path, so it's fine. It's fine. Oh, you created a city from the past? That's exciting. So it can go over here. Actually, should I maybe smoothen this out first? I think I should. It'll still be very hilly, obviously, but it's intended that way. Yeah, so now this electricity thing will be in the way. However, this is now connected to the campus area, which means bye-bye to these. That lonely poor water tower in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, well, it'll figure you out at some other point. Right now we are busy with other super important stuff. I think I use small as well. Yeah, okay. So back to the cable car, and then it can come down. It can go across the hill, right? Isn't that cool? Let's get you going. See if any people are using it. And get the live oaks back onto the road. Go. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a small parking lot. We have that one, which I love. Really? No, sorry. Not a fan. I wonder if we can even squeeze in some smaller ones in the front. Maybe. Just a few. Maybe that's not a few though. It's 5. Anyway. Yeah. I think we can get away with that. And I have not been keeping track of the offices. We have a duplicate here. Nope. Let's try for something else. Okay, so this is turning into something. Oh, they are walking here, which means nope. Okay, no, 0 passengers. 0 passengers. But hopefully, I mean, where else would they go, right? If they're using the path, are they going somewhere else? No, they're going in. We got passengers, people. Cool. This also means that the people up here, which have not spawned yet, but they will, they can get easy access to the school and the park area down here and the library and get into town quick and easy without having to drive um, all the way around. I think they're gonna appreciate that. Yeah, see these little guys, they're cute. They are super cute. And can we please get something else with no parking? Thank you. Okay, so what now? What now? What now? Let me see what types of, okay, you can level up, please. Please get rid of the clown. You can also level up, which you're about to. But I want something that fits the area. Maybe something like that. Yeah. Or the duplicate, really? Is that all you got? And if I let you level up again, you're probably gonna be a tall boy, right? Probably. No, I'm gonna try one more time. Let's see what becomes of the clown. Keep your fingers crossed, guys. We need something good. I feel like I also need to put office space over here because we still have demand, and with all the people moving in up here in the hills, yeah, we're gonna need them offices. At least it's another color. I guess I can get away with it if it's another color. And please level up. Let's get rid of the clown. Okay, so another thing I was thinking about is that these people here, they don't have death care. Closest cemetery is up here. Yeah, and this is also serving, or I guess this one is fairly close too, but these ones are also serving all of these people. So I think I'm gonna try to squeeze in a cemetery behind here. It's gonna be hidden, or not hidden, but it's not gonna be accessible from the campus district, which ignore the traffic, people, ignore the traffic. Yeah, we'll deal with that another day or another time. Will this be enough room? I wonder. Let's try. There you are. Little close, maybe. Let's move you one in. These guys are not leveling up, are they? No. Good. Good. Okay. Yeah. Or should I put it even closer? Here? Yes, okay. So this works. Yeah, so let's put you there. And then we need to give you a proper road. So more terraforming is needed. This is a terraforming heavy episode of Origin. Not everything can be flat, you know? I think that would be enough. And then Take out the free form. And then we're actually gonna delete this one. Let's do that again. Just bring you up into there, which means you have proper connection. And this looks all right, I think. Yeah, and then we can also bring in the first sort of path here to here. Yeah, and we can flatten this whole area out and make that some sort of green space. Are you outside the district, buddy? Yes, you are. I'm sorry. You look horrendous, by the way. No offense, but I'm gonna have to delete you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Let's see how our cable cars are doing. 48 a week. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, oh, how are we doing down here? Yes! This is what we wanted. I'm still not sure about this one, but it can stay for now. I might delete it later. I mean, I do have the cafe and the restroom that have some, they have some pavement, so it's fine, I guess. But yeah, so that's still needed. And this, I would presume, is no longer needed. So we can delete this. Good. We are making progress. Yeah, so I'm gonna do some more terraforming down here to make those guys. Does that make sense? Or should I just have a smooth area down here? Or we could bring in some houses down here as well. Maybe. Maybe. No. Not the vibe. Not the vibe. Okay. Oh, wow. You got big. 3 by 3, really? Okay. Um, yeah, okay. Okay, you can stay. You can stay. Okay, okay. And this is still needed. Yes, okay. How do we get those to connect though? Can we put a little park thingy over here maybe? Those smaller ones. That help? Yes, it will. Then you can definitely stay. Yeah. And maybe we can bring some more. What? Some more what? Maybe a sewer asset? Sewer restrooms? Maybe I should have gone with these from the beginning. How they are so dark though. No, not here. I don't think we can put another one. Oh, we can. Okay. Then we're doing it. Let's bring out the other planters and pots and whatnot. Yeah. Yes and yes. Okay. So this one I'd like to smoothen if I can. I'll not be able to fully, but a little bit. Not even a little bit. It's those parks. I feel like I need them though to not have to deal with electricity and stuff. Those ugly, uh, what are they called? The power lines, yes. Sorry guys, sometimes I just lose the words. Yeah, okay, so we'll have to cover that up too. Not sure we'll go with the super dense ones though. Maybe these ones. Maybe not. Uh, and then there are big trees, of course. Yeah, and then super thick ones here. Here. We have a smaller one. Yes, we do. What trees? I guess this one here. And maybe up here as well to really cover that road. Like if you're not living up here, don't come here. Scare them away. And then down here, I want smaller ones because I want them to be able to enjoy the view, obviously. Ooh, we also have these ones, which we can put into here for more cover-ups. And also maybe over here, a few of them. And when I say a few, I mean like 10. I mean, that's hillside living with a view, isn't it? I live up here. It's kind of far to the store, so please don't forget to buy milk. But other than that, yeah, I'm in. I am in. I feel like we need some fencing here first. Very filler core. Yes, for sure. Um, Somehow I enjoy filler areas more in City Skylines than I do in Animal Crossing, but maybe I'll get sick of the filler areas here as well eventually. I guess we'll see. So we'll use the farm fence, I think, will be appropriate here. Come down to here maybe. And then meet up with the maybe that's a little excessive. Maybe we can come down here. Actually, yeah, that is better. And then we can have maybe a little bit of fencing here, just to mark the edge of the filler area. Yes, I know. I've done them a million times in AC. Yeah. Yes, and yes, I will probably eventually get tired of filler areas in City Skylines as well. This is also me, like redoing stuff 14 times because I never know. Dang it. Because I'm picky and I'm never satisfied. Please, please, please. No! Dang it. It's maybe there, and then I feel like I need to curve this. You can hide it there. There's a weird bump here, which I don't like. And we put on the road guidelines. Okay, so we just moved the weird bump to another space. Okay, so this is also snapping to all the guidelines right now. That's not what I wanted. I wanted it to snap to the actual fence. Yeah, that's gonna have to do. I'm just gonna stop obsessing about things that doesn't need obsessing. Okay, and then we'll put some smaller trees here. Maybe some. Is this a small one? Yes. Okay, it's a small one, so maybe just a few of them, and then this little guy, which I'm not a huge fan about, but use it for now, and then all of them widow bushes. Maybe some. This is gonna be like overgrown, but still well kept somehow. That's my vision. We obviously need some pink. Hello. We cannot do this without pink. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Chris, hello, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Have you been to Joy's stream? Did she just finish? She was doing, well, she was doing all sorts of things, actually. She was doing in sort of industrial area. She was also working on a residential district. Last time I checked, anyway. Maybe she did something else too. Let's go with the smaller ones here as well. Maybe bigger ones in the back. Yeah. Because you can still enjoy the view. The trees in the front aren't as high as the ones in the back, so that's good. That is good. You're making dinner, Jade. How nice. What are you having? What are you having? Okay, so let's see if we can do the same thing over here then. Terraform this out and make a very harsh edge. So we can... That poor lonely water tower. What are we gonna do with you? You're just left here all alone in the middle of nowhere. Poor thing. Okay, so we can make some passing up here. We can actually, yeah, we're gonna hide this too. Um, yeah, I don't think we're gonna make anything in here, so we might as well smoothen this because the metro line is gonna come down this way, I believe, at some point. So yeah, and then I wonder if we're going to change the path to this one and have it stretch all the way edge here. Then come down here. Oh, it's snapping off, please. It's driving me nuts. And we could, if we wanted to, I guess it makes sense to connect here as well. Yes. And obviously here as well. We could make this into a little park area. We can have this maybe. Obviously, we couldn't. I was going to say we could have this loop around. When it does that. Okay, so this curve is still fine. This went all wonky on me. So let's fix that. Really? Oh, come on. So we're gonna have to take, we can't even, one. Okay, so let's remove that for now then. Sorry guys, I know you were walking there, but it's okay. We can fix it. Still a smooth curve, good. So we could actually make this into a little park area if we wanted to. We can actually borrow, we don't have to make a new park. We can borrow, where are you? You are here, so we can just extend this onto here and then delete this wonky little thing. Good. And then we can have it actually all the way here. We don't need gates or anything. We can just use this as an opportunity to be able to put park assets along the path, which would be really great for decoration purposes. And we can have it go all the way down there. Yeah. Yes, park area, Chris. I used your idea and I expanded on it. So we still have a park area. We have a regular park area, like with park assets and stuff, and some commercial, uh, which are carefully selected to stay away from pavement. We still have this guy. He's so cute though, so he can stay for now. Yeah, so this is a little sort of a park area with a view. And I mean, I guess the cemetery is somewhat of a park-ish. And then we also have this opportunity now to make into an actual park district. So that's gonna be nice. So we have all the things going on. All the things. And the traffic is also going on. Indeed it is. I'm just gonna ignore that for now. And we have all the repeats in here. I guess we can, yeah, we're just gonna have to live with that. I'm actually gonna zone in some more offices. We can do something like that, and leave room for pathing. And then or do we want some parking? I was gonna say, want some parking here maybe. I think yes. Yes and yes. I think we do. Are we gonna use the fence or no? Actually no, because we do wanna be able to connect here and here. Maybe here actually we can use the fancy one or even the zoo one. Should we use the zoo one actually? So this one's not connected. Cheat that into being connected maybe? Maybe. Oh, this is a cool one. You can stay. You can stay. You can stay. You look like everybody else, but you can stay as well. Normally you would have stayed, but you need to get more modern looking. Aw, the clown has no water. Aw. We feel so bad for him. Not. So let's see what you're going into. Or should we maybe, since this won't connect anyway, should we maybe just do another 4x4 and hope for yay, another one of these. So they can be like wall to wall sort of. I think that could be nice. Let's hope for that. And okay, so what are we gonna put in our park? We need something. What are we having in here? I mean, the chessboard seems a little bit too much, or does it? Could we make that work? Maybe. So it is connected. I'm just. Huh. Well, I don't hate it. It's pretty narrow here, so maybe we can just use some gazebos and things along the sides here. here, and we have the playground, but that doesn't feel like it'll fit in here. No, no, I don't think so. Or should we put the playground in the middle? Maybe that would make more sense. However, it does kind of fit the vibe. And we can do, maybe it'll look better if we decorate it a little. Let's see, where are those wild chips? There you are. So maybe we can do something like this in here to make it look better, more blended. Yes, I think that this might actually work. I think this is technically the entrance, right? Yes, everyone's walking in that way. Okay, good. So I will not put hedges all the way. I will maybe do like this. Okay, that looks weird. Maybe to do like this instead. Yes, I think that makes more sense. I mean, it's not completely circle. It's not completely round, but it's fine. Are we going totally wild here and with some red trees? And what are they called? Flame tree. Nice umbrella. Oh, yeah, so maybe put a couple of these in for fun. Super fun. And what are we gonna pair them with? Pink ones? Maybe. And then just some, oh no, we already used that, so we'll have to go with this one. Or maybe just some light overgrowth. It also work. I'm thinking, should we put fence around the chessboard? How would that look? Will that look? I think it's something, right? It's not centralized, and that's gonna drive me a little nuts. So let's see if we can make it a little bit better, maybe. Oh, that's gonna be the same, right? Unless I do something like that. I think that's better at least. Yeah, I can live with that. I can live with that. Um, a couple of rounds, obviously. Obviously. Yeah. I think I'm liking it. Okay, so we need to hide these as well. We need to put on this, hide the ugliness. Oops, they are getting big. I mean, this is getting out of hand. A lot of people are walking. We love to see it, people. We love to see it. And more oaks, obviously. A lot of overgrowth. And where's the big tree? The yew? Is that the name? That's a strange name for a tree. Let's put some yews down. Is that how it's pronounced? Yew? Doesn't sound right. You can hardly see that there's anything in there. But if you're coming from the campus area, you can see the park. I wonder if we can also squeeze in a little path from here. No, okay. So we'll take it from here then. Will this screw up the circle? Probably. Yeah, okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okie doke. Ew. I feel we need a fence on the outer side. So let's continue with the farm fence. I wonder if I'm gonna go straight here and not bother with the curves because they always get so weird. Or they can be. Maybe it's because a fence is not supposed to be curved. I mean, it's wood. This one at least. The other ones are like steel and iron. They are definitely not meant to be curved. Yeah, so maybe end it right there. And then have a bit of fencing on this side as well. And have it come out there. And can we hide that a little bit? Yes, we kind of can. Okay. We kind of can. We can even put a little color in there. I'm not sure about this side, or should the fencing perhaps go along the road? Maybe that's better. Yeah, probably. Probably. Just make it go straight, which is nice. And then I think, okay, no. Okay, you're gonna have to stop there then. Okie dokie. Wow, look at all the. Okay, so that's also what's causing the traffic, probably. It's not all the car's fault. It's also all the people's fault. But what can you do, right? What can you do? Um, okay, yeah, so we need to figure this out. Can I maybe just put in a little, like a little road in here, and then maybe put some low residential down here on their own little way, their own little road. Oh, we haven't used those at all yet. I mean, they will get used, obviously, but I think they could look good down here. We can put a few smaller ones down here, different shapes, and then obviously a path. I mean, we always need paths. Let's see, that can work out maybe. No, okay. Should we let this one level up too, maybe? Because I want them to look alike. We'll see if that works. We'll see if that works. We've also grown our population a bit, I believe. I'm not sure where we started at. I think around 25, maybe? Maybe. Okay, so this little spot obviously needs some sort of, what are they called? The watching platform thingies. What are they called? Help me out here. I'm not sure. I think they are an asset in the nature reserve thing. Yes, these ones. Viewing deck. That's what I was trying to say. The viewing decks. We haven't unlocked them though because we don't have a nature reserve. So I guess the next natural thing would be to do a nature reserve. We're not going to do it today though, but probably maybe for next episode, unless, yeah, unless we need to do something else, but I don't think so. Do I have to delete this one and level up again, or I'm not sure. I'll try. I'll try. Yeah, because our industry demand and office demand is growing. So the other sensible thing would be to do another industry area. A nature reserve is more fun, probably. Yeah, I guess I'll have to think about it. What do you guys think? Would you rather see? Well, I think I know what you guys think, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Would you rather see a a nature reserve built for next stream or another industry area, which would be, in this case, we don't actually have a forest industry yet. We have a farm which is half finished. We have the generic industry area. We have the ore industry area, which is also half finished. A lot of half finished projects. We have a lot of those. We have a lot of those. Okay, and we're also obviously making money, which is nice. Are they just walking like, yeah, okay. Yes, they are. They're walking through the gazebos and onto the street, through the fence and everything. Okay. Okay. Well, you do you. That's fine. Should we maybe put a little restroom in here somewhere in case people need to go? We don't want them to go in the woods. And maybe an info booth. No, okay, that's way too big. Way too big. I mean, we can fit it there, but I feel like maybe it's not necessary then. Maybe it's not necessary. I go for finishing an unfinished project. Touche. Touche. It's probably a good idea. For some projects, though, like for example, an industry area, if you started from scratch, or a park area as well, if you start from scratch, that will leave time for working on unfinished areas as well, because you always have to wait some before things level up. So, for example, if you're doing an industry area, you can place all the things for level up, and then it's a matter of waiting until you get the uh, right amount of resources and right amount of workers before you level up and can place the next thing. So while we wait, we'll need to have things to do, right? So if we put a new industry area in, we can, for example, we have another unfinished project which has been since the very beginning. We have this poor park which needs a lot of love. It's so bare. It's so naked. I wanted to do this like forever, but I just come up with new ideas all the time. So I just left it sitting there, all bare and naked, poor thing. Uh, so that's something we can work on while we are, for example, waiting for things to level up in an industry area. That's one way to go. Finish that. I feel neglected. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. It needs some loving for sure. It's a good thing that we waited though, because now we have a few more assets we can use. When we built it, we had the base game, obviously, and Parklife, obviously. What else? Industries, which is not very helpful when it comes to parks, and something else. Yeah, mass transit. And now we have all the stuff. No, we don't have all the stuff. But we have more stuff. We have the hotels and retreats, for example, which have some nice assets that we can mix in. And yeah, we have green cities, obviously, which we didn't back then. So I think I'm gonna leave this open because we will probably need some sort of path thing or something up here. We can also connect it to down here, where a lot of people are already walking. Um, yeah, so that's why I'm currently trying to do at least some decoration or detailing, so we're not left with all of the unfinished project come the end. Dun, dun. Yeah, I think these are working down here actually. Just a few cozy houses. It's gonna help this guy along a little bit. He needs to have a flat backyard. He deserves it. I think that's good. Yes, this is what I wanted. I mean, these ones still have another type of aesthetic, in my opinion, but I think it works ish. And we have a big one behind here, maybe. Oh, should we have put in another hotel back here before we do anything else? We have those to level up as well, so we have to consider them. Uh, this one's shopping. Which one is it? That one's mostly. I guess this one. It wants shopping as well, but uh, or should we remove some of these to put a hotel in instead? Maybe. I fought so hard for these, but maybe we're going with a hotel here instead. Let's see, this one, oh, that wants a lot of shopping. Okay, so I think this is our best bet then. Mm, yeah, we can sacrifice the path, right? Maybe put it out towards the canal. That's a better view. Let's put you there, and I think you're good for offices. Yes, you are. So you just need some shopping. Are you good on parks and stuff? Yes. Okay. Cool. I wonder if we are gonna carve out a little hole here and maybe here as well, so we can have some regular commercial grow in here. Or that's a regular one, right? Yeah. Should I maybe go with a high density? I think that makes more sense here. However, it will be loud, so maybe we'll go like that, and then a small one over here as well, and then big ones on the edge. And let the small one maybe level up a bit to suit the vibe. Let's see what we're getting. Because he'll probably complain about noise and the nature rate will drop. Right. I'm gonna let this level up as well, actually. So where are we at with these? Oh, okay, so we're getting close. Nice. Nice, nice. So this one can level up as well. Those are exactly the same. How boring is that? Oh well. It is what it is. So maybe actually this one can stay then, and this one will level up. And hopefully this one will level up soon as well. Okay. Okay, so we're all settled on that. So we need to fill in with some more trees up here. Not as dense though. Can we fit some rocks? Maybe on the side here. Mm. Oops. I accidentally deleted the tag. Oh come on. Yes, okay. Let's let me redo that. Can we fit something on the side here? Maybe. And we can always raise this platform up if we need to. If we feel like the rocks are getting out of hands. And then some more overgrowth down here. And up here. See, I'm actually trying to finish a project for once. Trying to. I wasn't saying I was going to. I'm saying that I'm trying to. But I'm leaving this on purpose since we don't have the, I forgot the name already, the view index, right? It's the view index. Oops, did I put overgrowth on the pavement? Yep. I did. I didn't mean to. How are we doing down here? Oh, poor guy, don't have water. You will get some. Yeah, so this looks very modern. Oh, how are you doing? Oh, sweet. So we are raising the price. Did you level up? No? Okay. You are leveling up. Please don't be ugly. Uh, okay, a little unimpressed, but you have one more level to go, so we'll just keep growing, dude. Um, so I don't think we'll put any more smaller ones here. I think that's okay for now. Yeah, okay, so we need to cover the cemetery up as well. Out with the live oaks. Maybe some cedar trees or pine trees or whatever they're called. That could work here, like a little foresty area. They are not called pine trees or cedar trees. They are called Norway spruce. Never heard of them. And I'm from Scandinavia. Isn't that weird? And a few of these big ones as well. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm leaving this too, so we know that we'll have room for metro at a later point. Okay, so here we need some smaller ones. Maybe some shrubs. More rocks, maybe. This is kind of big, but I think it'll be too excessive. I'll just put some smaller ones in my own formation. Norway spruce is also known as Swedish spruce. Really? I haven't heard of those either. Uh, but yeah, I promise I'm from Sweden. I'll show you my passport if you don't believe me. Maybe we can get away with some, what are they called? Tall grass. I want to call them like wild grass or something, but they're not called that. Maybe just a few pops of color. These and I don't want to block the view. That's fine. That is fine. Um, yeah. What are we thinking, guys? What are we thinking? Should we also put a pass from down here, maybe? Seems like it makes sense. However, that will probably stop them from taking the cable cars up, right? How many are using that, by the way? 120 people? Wow. Looking great. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, thank you. I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out, considering this was a super area to work with, and still is, since we're not finished. But yeah, I think we took advantage of the features in a good way. And also this little, some smaller overgrowths and some rocks. Sweet. And what else have we used? Small ones, small bushes. Something else? No, I don't think so. Um, yeah, so we have this area still, but the monorail is coming down this way, so I'm not sure what we'll do with that. We also have the lonely water tower, which now is a very important asset for the city, since yeah, we also need to be start thinking about sewage, which is not ideal. How far are we from the? Okay, so we're getting closer. I think. I think it'll make sense for next episode to, since I'm looking at the demands, to start a forestry industry, and also while we're working on that, to finally finish the park. So I think the forestry will go here. As you can see, there's not a lot of trees here, but I can always put them in myself. The reason why I think this is a good area is it's because it's close to the highway, and we also have enough traffic down here as it is. Yeah, okay, so this seems to have, yeah, okay. So we're fine now, I think, here. But I'm a little cautious. I can't wait until we unlock this tile, because then we can bring this highway connection down here and help relieve traffic. But until we do, I think it's a safer route to work over here. And also it's closer to the other industries with exception for the orange tree, but I think it's a good spot for it. So I'll definitely put in some trees so we can work on here. I think we can also take advantage of the rail line here to make Parklife station for the forestry, as well as for the farm industry, because it'll be fairly close. So that's good. So yeah, I think that will be the plan for next stream, actually. Um, is there something else we can do before we wrap up? Yeah, I think I'll put something else down here, because I mean it would make sense to do a path from down here to up here, but I don't want to take away from the cable car. So what can we put down here? Another little park maybe or something? It's an awkward area. And it's next to the campus. We have services now, don't we? Yes, yes, we have police and we have a fire station. And we have a post office, so that's good, and we're good on those. We have all these sorts of things. And we have a hotel as well. So I'm not really sure. It's not too big. Okay, so it takes something small. Or maybe some more commercial. Maybe that could be cute. I mean, we do need some commercial, so it would make sense. I think, yes. I think, yes. I think, yes. Um, what else? We need to cover this side up as well. With some heavy overgrowth. Can we? Okay. So we can completely ignore the fact that we have cable cars running here. We can cover those up as well. Nice. Nice. I mean, this can be smoothened out a bit. Maybe I should. Whoops, that's not smoothing. That's not smoothing at all. Okay. Maybe not. I think it's fine. More oaks. That's not a live oak. And the yew tree. Such a weird name. Okay, guys. I think that's it for today. I think we did good. We did good. And like I said, the plan for next one is probably to introduce forestry, a forestry industry, and also to finally give Jade Park some love. The love it deserves. And we're also going to make sure that there is no parking on the streets. No parking on the streets. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave you with the image of our hillside. Can we get a bit better view? It's a big area. Yeah, there we go. Um, Thank you so much for having attended the stream. As always, I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. Thank you for always keeping the chat active. That makes me super happy. And enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. And I'll see you next week, I hope. Take care, guys. Bye bye.